That's right. The governor's decision on whether or not he would run has cast a long shadow over the 2024 race. And tonight, we finally have some answers. And the governor, true to form, is not following the traditional playbook. After months of speculation, Governor Ron DeSantis expected to make his bid for the White House official in less than 24 hours. Sources within the administration tell me the governor will be discussing upcoming plans on Twitter Spaces Wednesday at 6 p.m. NBC News reporting DeSantis will announce he's running during a chat with Elon Musk, the controversial tech billionaire. DeSantis will also release a launch video. Then after Memorial Day, he'll hit the campaign trail.
This is an explosive and unexpected turn of events.
Tara Newsom is a political professor at St. Petersburg College.
It's a smart move because he needed to differentiate himself in this growing field of Republican candidates. The upside is the reach that Elon Musk, being an international icon of business acumen, is a formidable comparison to Donald Trump.
Musk has more than 140 million followers on Twitter. The platform's CEO met DeSantis in 2021. It's unclear if Musk is formally endorsing DeSantis. On Twitter, he's also shown support for other GOP contenders, including Senator Tim Scott, who launched his bid Monday.
The negative is that Elon Musk is incredibly controversial, and we've watched over the last year the ups and downs of his takeover of Twitter. Stark contrast to announce your candidacy with Elon Musk, who is a billionaire, tech savvy, and sort of part of the elite.
And welcome to the free state of Florida.
Speaking at a conference for Christian communicators Monday, Governor DeSantis signaled a signature of his candidacy will be his fight against wokeness.
You can't force somebody to choose pronouns, and if Disney doesn't like that, well, here I stand. I am not backing down 1 inch.
Right now, the GOP frontrunner is President Trump, leading DeSantis by large margins in recent polls. The governor will have to unite a coalition big enough to overcome Trump. Meantime, Democrats in the state, including Senator Chev Jones, are getting ready.
We knew that this day was coming. I think that you're going to see us show America what his track record is, or what it has been in Florida, and what Florida has been under the leadership of Ron DeSantis.
So sources within the administration say the governor is proud to run on his record. They say during the pandemic, he kept schools and businesses open. Also, right now, Florida has one of the lowest unemployment rates among the top 10 largest states. And finally, they point to population growth in the state. Keith, they note that people vote with their feet.
No question about it. I mean, Florida's important, but also it shows that he's raising a lot of money. So he has support. We're talking about Governor Ron DeSantis here. A lot of money raised and more to come.
A lot of money raised. He has about 86 million in his state PAC. His super PAC that supports him has 33 million. And right after he makes this launch on Twitter, there's going to be a big event happening in Miami with mega donors, so a lot more money to come, Keith.
It's going to be one of those elections where just so much money is poured in. We always think year after year, oh, this is the big one. Yeah. This could really be. I mean, Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis and all that's going on there. Who knows what could happen. Thank you. Mahsa, and a reminder, all